What is up, everybody? It's Resurrection here. So this is my first Bleach Online video. I am basically doing it just kind of as a fun little hobby, I guess. And I also think it'd be kind of interesting to see um, what types of strategic moves I'm making at the beginning of my character, and then compare that to like towards the end when I decide to stop doing videos. But it's just kind of like a fun little side project. I don't really expect to get a ton of subscribers and all that. It's just a nice little fun little hobby. So without further ado, this video is probably just going to be kind of like a little introductory video about my account, maybe my I guess background in Bleach and things like that. I've already done all of my dailies, so there's nothing really to talk about with that. So I've had this character for about 3 weeks now, or actually exactly 3 weeks. I have a main character that I've been playing for about a year. I took about a 3 month break in between there, so it's definitely not as far along as I would like for it to be. And honestly, I'm only like 700k BP behind that character on this one. So but I haven't played that character in a long time. My roommate, who also plays Bleach online, kind of took it over as kind of his like little pet now. So um, this one's basically like my main now. We decided to start on a new server about 3 weeks ago, and because we have played for so long, we felt like we could, kind of maximize um, our characters for the time that we're playing. So VIP 8, really close to VIP 9. I'll get that in a couple of weeks, which will be nice because whenever I start to really try for the Hollow Souls, it won't be so annoying having to sit there and watch the fights all the time. I have 1.1 million battle power. That's my roommate, Death, 880k, and then it kind of just falls off from there. But that's kind of expected with how much money we've put into it. Reiatsu is 57. Admittedly, I probably could have this a lot higher at this point than I do, but um, being a new character on a new server, I've wanted to do some other things with my silver. I have 500 pills. There's really no rhyme or reason for the amount of pills that I keep. I just felt like keeping it at 100. So um, as far as my modifies go, that's one of the things I use the money for, just to give me a nice little buffer with that, so I don't have to worry about it so much. And then I'm farming yellow partners. Right now, I can get to like the very last one and can't beat it on all of my event partners, but I also haven't tried it in a few days. So I probably could beat it right now, but even then, it's still more efficient to farm level 70 tavern partners. And it's more efficient by like a few fragments, but hey, if it's more efficient at all, I'm probably going to do it. So I'm pretty close to being able to inherit. If I want to inherit at level 3, um, I could do that, or I might just wait till level 5 just to get more bang for the gold that I'll be using. So there's that. Let's see. I have Shinigami Agent. That's probably pretty standard nowadays, and that's the very first thing I got, actually. Let's see, our guild's level 8. It's really just me and my roommate, though, that put stuff in there, so we're not quite so high. Let's see, Soul Cultivation. This is my first bar. I just recently, in the last couple of days, have been able to have enough silver stocked up each day to use all of the daily chances. So that's nice. I definitely could be a lot further in this if I was able to do that, but I'm not going to, um, you know, push it over the limit and then not have enough silver for something. But so most people either get like Yamamoto or the level 10 Spirit Stones first, or just one of the boxes. But honestly, I think I'm going to get the exclusive fragments first because that is going to increase your BP a lot more than 4 level 10 Spirit Stones. And I don't know. I mean, I'll decide once I get closer to it, but right now that's my plan for that. For my mod soul, a level 31 Goku, and I'm gonna be getting the Kenpachi one, so it's about 50. I think after I get the Kenpachi one, I'm gonna keep it at level 1 and then go up slowly here so that I can get the Batman first. So I'll go here, and then here, and then here, and here, and then start going here to there, and then getting Holmes eventually. Obviously, Holmes is the best one, but there's that. Alright, so now for my partners. I have really shitty gear on all of my people. That's just because uh, me and my roommate made basically a decision to not get level 80 ultimate gear since we knew we probably would get there pretty quickly. And it pretty much has turned out to be the best decision. If I would have gotten the 80 ultimate gear at this point, it would have just been a waste. So we decided to get the level 100 ultimate gear, and I have 5 level 100 ultimate gear sets waiting for all of my partners whenever we hit a level 100, which is another reason why I'm saving silver, is because once I get to level 100 and can inherit, I want to make sure I have enough gold to fortify it all the way to 100. Because the thing about fortifying is it actually gives you quite a bit of BP, and it eventually though becomes a point where fortifying actually is not worth it, or at least in my opinion, and I don't really know what point that is, but there's a point where the benefit of it is not worth the cost of it because it gets really, really expensive. So my plan is to get it to 100 and then not touch it until, who knows, I may never touch it again. I'm going to infuse the gear completely, and I will use the remaining silver I have on Reiatsu. So now, one thing, and I know this is quite a bit of ways away, I don't really know why I'm going to talk about it right now because I could use it for a different video, but it actually, a lot of people reincarnate at 110, and honestly, I don't think that that is the most efficient way at all, because if you reincarnate at 110, you can still do the things that you could at 110 even when it drops you down to like level 100. But the thing about it is, you could wait till 120 and still be able to do accessory battles or get your partners level 120 accessories, get the stones for them because you'll get more stones per battle, and then you reincarnate, and you're still able to do those things. So honestly, I think that's a lot more effective. And plus, if you were happen to get your hands on like level 120 accessories, you could wear the 120 either gear sets or accessories and then reincarnate and still be able to do it. Not to mention, at level 120, you can start getting Nozarashi or Kenpachi special war powers coupons as well. So that in itself is worth it too. So I don't know. I just see so many people reincarnating as soon as they can reincarnate, and I just don't think that's the best option. So, with that being said, my partners, my main, he's shit. I put basically all of the leftover stones on him. Here's Oetsu. He does a lot of damage, guys. Like, It's pretty crazy how much damage he does, which is awesome because he fucking looks sweet. Um, and I used to have the second best, so I have all of the best strength and wisdom stones on True Shikai, just because I feel like he gets the most benefit out of all that, especially the strength stones, because not only does his skill do a ton of damage, but putting strength stones on him also increases his defense. So it's kind of like a two birds with one stone type of thing, whereas wisdom, it basically only increases his defense. So I would for sure put the best strength stones on him, and I'm still trying to decide whether I want to keep the best wisdom ones on there or give them to Oetsu. So Oetsu, he gets the second best wisdom stones, and I know some people that have Hiki put the best ones on her, but I just feel like it's not as effective if you have both of these people, because Hiki is really only used for the invulnerability skill. And yes, she does do a lot of damage, but nowhere close to Oetsu. Like Oetsu, um, not only does his skill do more percentage damage than Hiki, if I remember correctly, but his growth rate in Wisdom is ridiculous. 5.1, and Hiki's is only 3.8. That's just dumb. The difference between those two. So I don't know. For me, um, it's just natural to stack his it's just natural to stack his um, wisdom on him. So next I have Hiki. Obviously, all of the best agility stones go on her. She hit the break defense rate, so that's why there's one Mega Fury stone in there. I probably could put something else in there, but I just kind of use it there or put it there just to save it, because she's going to be the one that gets the T1 stones anyway, or T1 first anyway. She's got 229k speed, which isn't a lot, but I feel like it's a lot for level 89. And it'll only increase once I put the level 100 gear on her as well. Then I have Berserk Renji. He gets the second best strength stones, but his stones really aren't that great either, because like all of the best agility ones go on Hiki, all of the second best ones go on Oetsu, all the best stamina ones, he basically gets bargain bin stones as well. At one point I was putting all the best crit on him, but then I just decided to say screw it and put all the best crit ones on Oetsu. Now, if you'll notice, on all my characters, I'm basically evoing them around the same. And I'm not too sure if it's the best to just pump one character and full evo them. And that's just kind of my personal opinion. I kind of play for the long-term game. So I feel like if I'm going to do that, it's best to just balance out. It's best to just balance out the evos. I mean, I already kind of do that with my stones anyway, so I feel like you might as well do it with the evolution. And the thing about it is, too, eventually all my people are going to get T1, so that'll just give them, 15% or 15 Fury over the 100%, which will just increase their damage in the long run. But yeah, Hiki's by far the best one. As far as mods go, I think I'm probably going to get Hiki's first, the 10 extra speed, and then I think I'm going to kind of go the same as my Evo. I think I'm going to, spread them out. Because obviously I need Hiki to go as fast as possible. True Shikai's mods are not that great. And I'm not sure if I want to keep Berserk Renji, because eventually I think I'm going to get Koga. So if I do that, I don't think I'm going to spend any mods on him right away. But anyways, there's my formation. So originally I had planned to go Hiki, Senju, Oetsu, main, and then a Vanguard. But to make a long story short, I decided not to do that, and I decided to go Hiki, Oetsu, Koga, my main, and True Shikai. And the reason why I did that is more because of how the events were set up. I'm still tempted to do 10k more top up to get this 50% return, which would increase that to 30,000 gold I would get back. And then I'd also would be able to buy Koga if I topped up 10k more, because I'd have 21k, or actually 25k with the super rebate. And then I would buy him, I'd have 5k left over. I would get to the 50% and then get 30k back, so I'd have 35k gold left over after getting him. Um, and then I wouldn't have to buy any partners again. So I'm still kind of thinking about that, whether I want to do it or not. And then not to mention I would get all of these things that I got with the tier 12 Hogu, by the way. Well, there we go. Tier 12 Hogu. That was weird. Okay, so that's something I'm still trying to think about. But I just got Tensa Sengetsu. I hadn't used any Fortify on any of my other Zanpakutos that I got, so I was able to get him to 50 speed and 30 Keto attack. And I just got him and True Shikai actually yesterday or 2 days ago. And I feel like those are really good value because I topped up 30k because I was already planning on getting Zangetsu anyway through discount. I used like 50 gold to refresh this, because when you refresh it one time, if you don't like what you get, you can refresh it again for 10 gold. I did that 5 times, and I got Tensa at 80% discount. I clicked refresh the first time, which it cost 600 gold. It didn't move. So, there's a chance that it stays at the same discount rate. And then I did refresh again, it went down to 70%, refreshed again, went down to 60, and refreshed again, and went down to 50. So I think I got pretty lucky. So in all, that was 2,400, and then spending 50 gold to refresh it was 2,450. So I really got Tensa for about 30,000 gold. So because of that, in joint task, in order to get True Shikai, you had to top up 30k gold and spend 20k gold. So I knew that I was already going to spend the 20k or over 20k to get Sengetsu, so I was like, okay, well I might as well top up a little bit more to make sure I hit that 30k, and then I got True Shikai for free, essentially. So for 30k, not only did I get Tensa and True Shikai, but I also got 100 Hogu enhanced talismans and 200 level 4 Spirit Stone boxes, which I think is pretty sweet. Now, if you look over here, my total top up is 50,000. Now that's between the last 2 weeks, because I topped up like 20,000 to get Oetsu. So if I top up another 10,000, that would be 60,000 gold. So for 60,000 gold, here's all that I got. I got Oetsu. I got all of the stuff that comes with like Rayo, or with this. So like, 60,000 divided by 2,000 is 30. So essentially 30 times I was able to get these level 50 or 50 exclusive fragments. And obviously this is if I'd spend the 60. Okay. So 60k I would get Oetsu, Tensa, Shikai, 100 Hogu enhanced talismans, 300 level 4 spirit. Well, actually more than that. 300 level 4 spirit stone boxes. I would get an extra, let's see, 5 of these. So really it's up to like 35 times 50. I would also get this, which would give me 50%. So that's 30k at the end of this event I would get. I would get Koga, True Shikai, if I haven't said that already. So that's pretty ridiculous. For 60,000 gold, I would get all of that I just said, and then I would end up having 35,000 gold left over. I mean, if you ask me, that's a pretty good investment for that amount of gold. I mean, three partners that you get, probably the second best Zanpakuto, 300 level 4 Spirit Stone boxes, 100 Hogu Enhanced Talismans, and then still have 35k left over to use for me. I'm going to use them for Spirit Stones, or Fury Stones at Witch's House. So, pretty crazy. Anyways, so as far as King of Hollow Souls, I just beat him today, and I'm not going to even try to do Tosin because I'm almost positive I'm not strong enough for that. Nothing really to show you in there. But for cross-server battle, and I apologize because the sound's going to be on in this one and I can't turn it off, but this guy's the only one I can't beat, and the reason why I can't beat him is because of his Cotton. His Cotton just does way too much damage. Like in this fight, I end up killing everybody but his Ichibei, and his Cotton just does enough damage to where Ichibei finishes everybody off. So I still go first, and Hickey ends up getting her skill off to save basically the supporters, or the assault. Well, actually, he pretty much saves everybody because his Oetsu is so stacked that if his skill would go off without her invulnerability, my whole team would die. And you'll see that because she skills and then Oetsu goes right after, so they don't do any damage. And then neither does he. And then he does damage and kills those two. And then Berserk Renji will kill those two. But then his Cotton just does so much damage that that I can't survive it. So you'll see here. She'll attack, basically almost kill me, and then Ichibei finishes everybody off. Yeah, so he's just a little bit stronger than me. It's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, he's spent quite a bit of gold as well. And the thing about it is, if you have two people that know what they're doing, and they, don't miss events, and they spend more money, or one person spends more money than the other, then more than likely the one that spends more money is going to be the one that is stronger. That's just how the game works. Now, I have not missed one event in the 21 days. I've done Evil Spirits every time. I've done Protect Cerete, Guild Wars, everything, every single time. So, I'm good on that front. But like I said, some of it does depend on the formation. Like, you just might have a team that is set up to beat a certain team. But most of the time, as long as the two know what they're doing and they don't miss events, the one that spends the more money is just going to be the one that wins. But that's just how the game works. You just have to try to make the most of what you can spend and what you have. So, anyways, that's probably about a little longer than I wanted it to go, but I'm probably going to release weekly videos just on my progress because I don't really care for daily videos, even though I do watch some of them because, I mean, it's just that. It's daily videos. You're doing the same thing every single time. So, I might do like cross-server battle videos, or maybe if I top up to get somebody, I'll do a video on that. But the plan is to just do weekly like progress videos. So, anyways, hope you enjoyed it, and it wasn't too boring for you. And if it was boring, hey, the good thing about that is you can just put it on when you go to sleep, and it'll just make you go to sleep quicker. So that's a positive. But anyways, hope you guys are having a good day. Peace.